Welcome to this week's episode of Caregivers 101, Practicing Self-Care. Today, we're going to focus on providing caregivers with some tips on practicing self-care during a loved one's imprisonment. The imprisonment of a loved one is not only difficult for children, but also for caregivers. While caregivers, such as yourselves, may worry about the imprisoned parent, you must practice self-care first. You cannot effectively take care of children or imprisoned loved ones without first tending to your own needs. The time and energy invested in caring for children and dealing with imprisonment often leads to stress and exhaustion. At times, you may feel like you are doing time, just like the imprisoned parent. Caregivers should prioritize meeting the children's needs and their own needs first before worrying about the imprisoned parent. This includes meeting personal needs, such as getting enough sleep, and taking time for yourself, such as participating in hobbies or relaxing. To help you start practicing better self-care, here are 5 tips for you to follow. Tip 1. Get involved in community organizations and support groups for caregivers of children with parents in prison. These groups offer a good forum to discuss emotions, common problems, and other thoughts about caring for children with parents in prison alongside people who are going through the same experience. Tip 2. Connect with loved ones and people with lived experience. This means finding friends and family members to talk to. Sometimes, sharing the Louisiana Informational Handbook for Caregivers of Children with Parents in Prison with them will help your friends and family better understand the challenges you face as a caregiver of a child with a parent in prison. You can find a free, downloadable copy of this handbook posted on the Louisiana Department of Public Safety and Corrections website. Tip 3. Don't hold everything in. Holding feelings in creates tension and adds stress. Talk about your feelings. It's better for your health, gives you practice for talking to children, and gives children a model for talking about this very difficult subject. Tip 4. Get comfortable with the truth. Keeping secrets, similar to holding in feelings, can cause physical and emotional stress. Telling the truth about a loved one's imprisonment also makes it easier to ask for help. Tip 5. Continue to do things you enjoy. The imprisonment of a loved one can be expensive. Therefore, it's important to ensure you leave room in your budget to do things you enjoyed before your loved one's imprisonment. For example, if you used to treat yourself to a manicure or a takeout meal from your favorite restaurant, try to leave room in your budget to continue to do those things. Although you may not be able to do these activities as often, it's important to do things you enjoy or substitute these activities with low-cost hobbies. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Caregivers 101. For more tips and resources, read DOC's Louisiana Informational Handbook for Caregivers of Children with Parents in Prison. A copy of the handbook is on the DOC's website. We can't wait to see you all next time, and thank you to all of Louisiana's caregivers for everything that you do.